I'm Carl from Heffers Games, and I'm here to talk to you about 15 games that I have in front of me that are all under £15. Hopefully I'll get this done in under 15 minutes. What we have first is Hanabi, a cooperative game whereby you're trying to play fireworks in different colours in ascending order in their numbers. The trick is that you're holding your cards face out. So you can see what everyone else is holding, but you can't see what you're holding. You must either take a chance and play a card or give clues to other people so that they can be informed for their plays. Excellent cooperative game. What we have here is Sushi Go, a pick and pass card game of having a hand of cards, and you're going to choose which one you wish to play each time. Any that you don't play is going to get passed to the next player. So making the choice, you play this, everyone chose, great, we reveal, and each of the sushis score in different ways. It might be set collection, it might be having the most of, or saving dessert to the end. Similo is a deduction game fantastic for children. It's going to have characters from different fairy tales in a lineup, and with that, one person is trying to communicate whether characters are similar or not similar. Leaving hopefully just one left remaining, which is the one that was the secret all from the beginning. A fantastic game for kids and a good deduction game for sure. We have Coup, a game of player elimination. You have two lifeline characters that are face down in front of you. You can take a lot of actions, but only some actions can be done by specific characters. You get away with those actions if no one else at the table questions whether you have that character or not. Fantastic game, good bluffing. You'll get into good experiences whereby the players start thinking that everyone has a particular character, and you will choose when to call on it and when not to call on it. Great fun time. Welcome to the Dungeon, which I like to call a baiting game. You're going to each share an adventurer and decide whether you want to either draw a monster card, doing so either placing it into the dungeon or removing one of the equipment that they have. Either way, making that dungeon harder. The other option you can do is to run away. If you are the last person remaining, because everyone else ran away, the dungeon's getting too dangerous, then you must face the dungeon. If you defeat all the monsters that are in there with whatever equipment you've got left, then you will score a success point. Get 2 success points, you win. Go into a dungeon, get mauled by the dragons and whatnot that have been placed in there, you get a wound. A second wound eliminates you. The Mind, a cooperative game of placing cards in ascending order. The trick, however, is that you are not allowed to communicate what you're holding. It becomes a game of taking your turn when you think it's your turn. Are you the person who has the lowest card? Take a play and find out whether you're correct. It's a game to be played in silence, an excellent one to keep the kids quiet. High Society, a auction game, probably my favourite auction game by Rainer Knizia. There will be characters in the centre to which you're going to be bidding for. There's 2 different types of bids. There's ones whereby the card in the middle is great and you want to bid to take that card. There will be bids where the card in the middle is bad, in which case you're bidding to not take the card. That change is very interesting, and not only that, but your currency that you have in this game is in fixed increments. Maybe there's a bid of 15 and you want to outbid it, but as the game progresses, you can't do that with a 16. Maybe your cards only line up to a 20. Is that a bid worth taking? Very interesting. The other last part is that the winner is whoever scores the most points, except if that player also is the player who spent the most money, then they are no longer welcome in the High Society. Excellent auction game. Star Realms, a 2-player game whereby you deck building for spaceships and space bases. It starts off very slow as you're buying ships for currency and attack. As the game progresses though, you're going to play combos and go through that deck and smash your opponent with great damage. It's a game that escalates quite quickly but has a nice curve and arc to it as you're crunching to those last points of damage. 2-player game, very head to head. I really like the small package of this one. Zombie dice, a bit spooky maybe for this time of year, but an excellent push your luck game. You're going to have these dice in this pot, shake them up, draw 3, roll them, and hopefully you're trying to collect brains, because brains are the best food for zombies. With those brains you can either bank them or continue rolling more dice from this pot. However, if you ever find 3 shotguns, then you lose the brains you collected. Do you push your luck trying to collect more, or bank the ones you have, passing the dice to the next person? A really good push your luck game, super simple to teach, and yeah, good laughs around. Double, a frantic picture matching game. Cards are going to be placed. There's a few ways in which you can play this. My favorite way is there's a stack of cards in the middle and you've got a stack of your own. You're trying to get rid of the stack that you have by matching and shouting out the matches that is in front in the middle. First person to get rid of all their stack wins, and it is, like I say, just a frantic game of trying to smash your cards down as quickly as you can. And when someone else places one, just as when you were about to place yours, you're like, oh, and then you have to rethink all over again. It really messes you up. Fantastic game. It's one that kids tend to be better than adults with, so that's quite a nice thing too. Cross Clues is the newest game on this list. This is a cooperative game whereby you have a hand of cards which you want to be put out. They are coordinates from categories on the X and Y axis. So for example, if a category might be mountain and holiday, and that's the coordinate I have in my hand, I might say skiing. Hopefully someone else in our team, our cooperative team, will then say the coordinate that matched it. If they're right, I put it in the grid. If they're wrong, that scores against us. Try and get as many correct clues in that grid as you can and win as a team. The Exit Games, Kennerspiel winners from 2017. This is a series that's been going on quite a while and still going very strong. They are escape room games in a box, and what you're going to be presented is different puzzles, clues, riddles, and also you have to like fold and cut things and get things in the right place to progress to the next stage. A great cerebral experience, a cooperative experience, one that has a lot of depth as you go play through the series. I really enjoy this. A good test for sure, and puzzles that will work for some people don't work with others, so having that collaboration is really fantastic, and you really do kind of appreciate the rest of the team when doing it. The Crew, one of the newest award-winning games, is a cooperative trick-taking game, which is a genre that hasn't really been explored very much. In this one, so think trick-taking like your trumps and your following of suits, but the cooperative element is that you need certain players to win specific cards. So how do we get that player to win the 2 pink card? How do we get that player to win the yellow 8 card? Very strategic placing and trying to get people out of specific colours so they can and can't follow suit. The way you have to work around this with limited communication is just a really interesting puzzle that is quite unique to this series. The Hive is a 2-player game, think almost like chess in some ways. You've got these pieces that are bugs of different types and they have their different movement patterns, just like in chess, a knight and a bishop, they move differently. What you're trying to do is surround your opponent's queen bee. Doing so gives you the victory, but you're choosing the order in which these pieces are placed in the lineup, in the grid, or moving a piece to better maneuver into better positions. I really enjoy this game. It's a 2-player game that will definitely reward the repeated play for sure, as you learn the complexities and the nuances that come with it. And then lastly, Jungle Speed is a very frantic game, similar to how Double is a frantic game of you trying to grab this huge totem that's in the middle. You're going to reach, grab it, be the first to grab it when a condition is met, whether it be of a matching colours, symbols, or when things don't match, depending on the rule set that you want to play. But yeah, a game of reaction time, speed, and that frantic grabbing when 2 people try and grab it for the same time. Yeah, you can get pretty competitive with this. One that I do recommend if you just want that quick fun. And that was 15 games that we have here at Heffers Games. We welcome you here to come join us. They would be excellent stocking stuffers for this Christmas. We welcome you here, and yeah, hope to see you soon.